Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Kapil Gupta Career Pod Show. And I'm your host, Kapil. And today is going to be different. Today, I want you to close your eyes for just a moment and picture this. It is 2030. You're sitting in a sleek office, maybe in Mumbai, Delhi, or even London. Your laptop screen shows complex economic models that you have built, data visualizations that tell stories about India's economy, and research papers with your name on them that are changing how people think about poverty, inequality, or climate change. Your phone buzzes. It's an interview request from CNBC because your latest research on cryptocurrency's impact on rural India is trending worldwide. Sounds like a dream? So, friends, I'm here to tell you this dream is just one toolkit away from becoming your reality. But here's the truth that nobody talks about. 5 years ago, I was exactly where many of you are today, sitting in a small room in Delhi, scrolling through job portals, wondering how these economics researchers on LinkedIn seem to speak a different language. They talked about R, Python, Fred data, and something called DSGE models. I feel like they were speaking in code. And the painful reality? Most of us graduate with economics degrees, but we can barely use Excel properly. We know economic theories by heart, but we can't analyze real data to save our lives. We understand concepts like GDP and inflation, but we have never actually pulled GDP data from government databases or built our own inflation models. So today, I'm going to change that for you. Today, we are diving deep into the exact tools that separate economics students from economics researchers. The tools that transform your CV from just another economics graduate to this person can actually solve real economic problems. And here's what makes me emotional about this topic. Every single day, I see brilliant young minds in India giving up on their economics dreams because they think research is only for those from IITs or foreign universities. But, friends, the internet has democratized everything. The same tools used by economists at the World Bank, RBI, or MIT are available to you right now today for free or at a very low cost. So, whether you are in a tier 1 city or a small town, whether you are from St. Stephen's or a local college, this episode is your equalizer. And this is your chance to level up and compete with anyone, anywhere in the world. So, are you ready? So, let's build your economics research superpowers one tool at a time. So, hello all. I'm Kapil Gupta, founder of Study Abroad Academy. I'm on a mission to coach and mentor 100,000 high school students and help them realize the dream of studying in the best universities of the world and build happy and successful careers for themselves. So, now let me start with a story that will shock you. Last year, I was reviewing applications for a research position at a leading think tank. We received resumes from IIM graduates, Delhi School of Economics students, and even some international candidates. But you know who got the job? A graduate from a relatively unknown college in Pune. And why? Because while others wrote familiar with data analysis on their resume, this person had GitHub repositories showing actual projects. While others claimed strong quantitative skills, this person had built interactive dashboards using Tableau showing unemployment trends across Indian states. Now, while others talked about economic theories, this person had used R to analyze the impact of GST on small businesses using real data. The lesson? In today's economics research world, your tools speak louder than your college name. Employers don't just want to know that you understand supply and demand curves. They want to see that you can build those curves using real data, analyze them statistically, and present findings that can influence policy decisions. So think of economics research tools like building a house. You need four strong pillars. Pillar number one, data analysis tools. Now, these are your foundation. Then, pillar two, data source platforms. Now, these are your raw materials. Then, pillar number three, communication tools. These are your windows and doors that let others see your work. And pillar number four, collaboration tools. These help you work with teams and share your research. So let's explore each pillar in detail. So, pillar number one, that is data analysis tools, your research superpowers. Friends, if you learn only one tool from this entire episode, make it R. And no, I don't mean the letter R. I'm talking about the programming language that's completely free and used by economists worldwide. So think of R like WhatsApp for economists. Just like everyone uses WhatsApp to communicate, almost every serious economics researcher uses R to analyze data. The Reserve Bank of India uses R. The World Bank uses R. Even the Indian Statistical Institute uses R extensively. But why R? Imagine you want to analyze how demonetization affected different sectors of Indian economy. Now with Excel, you'd be clicking and dragging for hours, probably making mistakes. But with R, you write a few lines of code and boom, you can analyze data from hundreds of companies across dozens of sectors in minutes. And here's what makes R amazing for economics. It's completely free. So, unlike software that costs lakhs, it has packages specifically designed for economics research. You can create beautiful graphs that look professional. You can automate repetitive tasks, and your work is reproducible. That is, others can verify your result. Then, RStudio is like having a personal assistant for R. It makes using R much easier and more organized. And R Markdown, it's pure magic. You can write your research report and include your analysis code in the same document. So when your data updates, your entire report updates automatically. No more copy pasting graphs and tables. And if R is like WhatsApp, Python is like Instagram. It's trendy, powerful, and growing rapidly in the economics world. Many new economics researchers are choosing Python because it's versatile. And Python with pandas for data manipulation, or scikit-learn, that is for machine learning, and stats models, that is for statistical analysis, creates a powerful combination. And you know what's the best part? Python skills are transferable. Learn Python for economics, and you can also work in fintech, consulting, or even start your own data analytics company. And I know what you're thinking. That Kapil, do I need to learn both R and Python? So here's my honest advice. Start with R if you want to focus purely on economics research, and start with Python if you want to keep your options open for different career paths. But don't stress about choosing wrong. Learning one makes learning the other much easier. And let's talk about Starter. It's like the Maruti 800 of economic software. Not the fanciest, but reliable and widely used, and especially in academic research. Many economics journals prefer research done in Starter because it's standardized and well documented. The challenge? It's expensive. But here's a secret. Many universities have Stata licenses that students can use. So check with your college's computer lab or library. Some universities even provide remote access to Stata. And SPSS, the survey specialist. So if you are interested in survey-based research like studying consumer behavior, election predictions, or social issues, SPSS is your friend. It's particularly good for analyzing questionnaire data and conducting market research. So think of SPSS as that friend who's really good at organizing parties. It excels at taking messy survey responses and turning them into meaningful insights. And now let's talk about pillar number two, that is the data source platforms, your raw materials. So imagine you are a chef. You might have the best cooking skills, but without quality ingredients, you can't create amazing dishes. So, similarly, the best analysis tools are useless without good data. So, let me introduce you to the treasure troves of economic data available online. The first one, FRED, that is America's economic data gold mine. This is the Federal Reserve Economics data. It is like the Netflix of economics data. It has over 800,000 economic time series from 100 plus sources. And want to analyze the relationship between oil prices and the Indian stock market? Fred has oil price data. And want to study how US interest rates affect Indian rupee? Fred has both US and international data. And the best part, it's completely free and you can download data directly into R or Python. And many successful research papers have been built using FRED data. And then the World Bank Open Data, that is the Global Development Insights. The World Bank Open Data Platform is like having access to a research library covering every country in the world. Poverty rates, education statistics, health indicators, environmental data, it's all there, free and well organized. I recently helped a student analyze the relationship between female literacy rates and economic growth across South Asian countries. And all the data came from World Bank's platform, and the resulting research paper was accepted at a national economics conference. And then OECD.stat and IMF data are like having diplomatic access to economic information from the world's most developed countries. Now, these platforms provide high quality, standardized data that's perfect for international comparative studies. And now let's talk about the Bloomberg terminal. Now, it's the professional choice, it's the Rolls Royce of financial data. It costs around 2 lakhs per year, so you won't have personal access as a student. But here's the thing, many financial firms, business schools, and even some universities have Bloomberg terminals. Learning to use Bloomberg can set you apart in finance focused economics research. And now, let's talk about the Indian data sources because we don't forget home. So, while international data is exciting, let's not ignore the Indian sources. The Reserve Bank of India's database on Indian economy, or the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation data, or the Niti Aayog's data portal, or the MOSPI, that is Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Now, these sources are gold mines for research on Indian economic issues and are often underutilized by researchers. Now, let's talk about pillar number three, that is the communication tools, because it makes your research shine. So, having great analysis is like having a brilliant idea. It's worthless if you can't communicate it effectively. So, here are the tools that will make your research presentations and papers look professional. The LaTeX and Overleaf. They are like the professional document creation tools. LaTeX might seem intimidating at first. It's like learning to drive a manual car when you're used to automatic. But once you master it, you'll never go back to Word for research papers. LaTeX automatically handles citations, creates beautiful mathematical equations, and ensures your document formatting is perfect. And Overleaf, it makes LaTeX accessible through your web browser, so no software installation needed. And here's why economists love LaTeX. mathematical equations look professional. Citations and bibliography are handled automatically. Your document formatting stays consistent. You can collaborate with others in real time, and it's free and used by top academic journals. And now let's talk about Tableau and Power BI. Data visualization magic. Yes, remember those boring economic graphs in your textbooks? And Tableau and Power BI can transform your economic analysis into interactive, beautiful visualizations that tell compelling stories. Imagine creating an interactive dashboard showing how different Indian states' economies have grown over the past decade. Users can click on different states, filter by time periods, and see the data update in real time. And that's the power of modern data visualization tools. Power BI integrates well with Microsoft Office, while Tableau is more specialized for data visualization. Both offer students discounts or free versions. And then Figma and Canva. Now, they make economics look good. So let's be honest. Economics research can look boring, but Figma and Canva, they help you create infographics, presentation slides, and visual summaries that make economics concepts accessible to broader audiences. So these tools are especially valuable if you want to communicate economic research through social media, blog posts, or public presentations. And now let's talk about pillar number 4, that are the collaboration tools, meaning working with others. Modern economics research is rarely a solo activity. You'll work with professors, fellow students, policy makers, and international collaborators. And here are the tools that make collaboration seamless: Git and GitHub, the version control for researchers. Now, Git and GitHub might sound technical, but think of them as Google Drive for code and research projects. They track every change you make, allow multiple people to work on the same project simultaneously, and ensure you never lose your work. Many economics researchers now showcase their work on GitHub. It's like having a portfolio that demonstrates your technical skills to potential employers. And now, Zotero and Mendeley, the reference management. They are like having a personal librarian who organizes all your research papers, automatically creates citations, and syncs across all your devices. So instead of manually typing citations and maintaining bibliography, these tools handle everything automatically. They integrate with Word, LaTeX, and other writing software. And now, let me just talk about certain advanced tools. Because once you are comfortable with the basics, the advanced tools can set you apart. So the machine learning tools, the TensorFlow and PyTorch. Now they bring artificial intelligence to economics research. You can use machine learning to predict economic trends, analyze large data sets, or identify patterns that traditional methods might miss. For example, you could use machine learning to predict which small businesses are most likely to benefit from government schemes, or to analyze Twitter sentiment and its relationship with stock market movements. Then NLTK for Python, that is natural language processing, and Quantido for R allow you to analyze text data. You can study economic sentiment in news articles, analyze policy documents, or even study how economic discussions on social media influence market behavior. Then O-Tree, it is specialized software for conducting economic experiments. If you're interested in behavioral economics or want to study how people make economic decisions, O-Tree lets you design and run experiments online. And now, learning these tools might seem overwhelming, but modern online platforms make it accessible. Coursera and edX offer courses from top universities. Many courses are free to audit, and you can get certificates for a small fee. Then DataCamp, specializes in data science education with hands on coding exercises. It's particularly good for learning R and Python. Then Kaggle, it's like the playground of data science. You can practice with real data sets, participate in competitions, and learn from other people's code. And here's a practical roadmap I recommend. Month 1 and 2, that is the foundation. So start with R and R Studio. Learn basic data manipulation and visualization and explore Fred and World Bank data. Then coming to month 3rd and 4th, specialization. Choose either R or Python as your primary tool. Learn LaTeX for document preparation and start building a portfolio on GitHub. Then month 5 and 6, that is the advanced skills. Learn Tableau or Power BI for visualization. Explore specialized economic software like Stata or eViews and start working on a complete research project. And then practice and community building. That's the ongoing process. So join online communities like the R users groups or economics forums, or participate in Kaggle competitions, or contribute to open source projects. Now, let me share some inspiring stories of young economists who transformed their careers using these tools. Priya from Bengaluru learned R during her final year of college. She used it to analyze the impact of app based food delivery on local restaurants. Now, her research was picked up by a policy think tank, and now she works as a research analyst at a top consulting firm. Then Arjun from a small town in Gujarat taught himself Python and machine learning. He created a model to predict crop prices using weather data and market information. His work caught the attention of an agri-tech startup, and he's now the chief data scientist. And Sneha from Delhi combined her economics knowledge with Tableau skills. She created interactive dashboards showing the economic impact of COVID 19 across different Indian states. Her visualizations were shared by government officials and led to a job offer from the World Bank's India office. Now, these aren't exceptional geniuses, they're regular students who learned the right tools and applied them creatively. Now, friends, let me share some hard truths about the economics job market today. Traditional economics jobs are becoming rare, but economic skills combined with these tools are opening new opportunities. Data scientists at fintech companies, policy analysts at think tanks, research analysts at investment firms, business intelligence analysts at corporations, economic consultant for government projects. Now, the key is positioning yourself not just as an economics graduate, but as someone who can solve real problems using economic thinking and modern tools. And now, let's understand how to overcome common challenges like I'm not good with computers. Friends, this is 2025. Being not good with computers is like saying you're not good with books. These tools are designed to be learned. Start small, practice daily, and you'll surprise yourself. Or, I can't afford expensive software. Most of the tools I mentioned here are free or have student versions. R, Python, RStudio, Overleaf, GitHub, all free. So focus on these first. Then some might say, I don't have time to learn everything. You don't need to learn everything at once. Master one tool at a time. Even learning just R can transform your career prospects. And then, what if I choose the wrong tool? So they are not wrong choices, only different paths. Every tool you learn adds to your skill set. The learning mindset is more important than the specific tool. And here's the most important thing: shift from being a consumer of economic research to being a creator. So instead of just reading papers, start creating them. Instead of just understanding theories, start testing them with real data. The tools I've discussed today are not just software. They are your keys to joining the global community of economics researchers. They are your way of moving from I studied economics to I do economics. So, friends, as we come to the end of today's journey together, I want you to take a moment and think about where you were when we started this conversation and where you are now. When we began, economics research might have felt like a distant dream, something for people with PhD degrees from fancy universities, something requires years of study and expensive software. But now you have a roadmap, you have a toolkit, you have the knowledge that the same resources used by economists at the World Bank, Harvard, or the Reserve Bank of India are available to you right now. But here's what I want you to understand: information without action is just entertainment. You could listen to 100 podcasts about swimming, but until you jump into the water, you won't learn to swim. Similarly, knowing about these tools won't change your life. Using them will. So I think about the young economist I was 5 years ago, confused, intimidated, thinking that research was beyond my reach. If I could travel back in time and give that person one piece of advice, it would be this: the gap between where you are and where you want to be is not as wide as you think. It's just a series of small daily actions. So, every economist whose work you admire started exactly where you are today. They felt the same intimidation looking at their first data set. They struggled with their first lines of R code. They felt overwhelmed by the complexity of economic models, but they persisted. They practiced. They built their skills one day at a time. And the beautiful thing about the modern world is that geography, family background, and the college rankings matter less than ever before. What matters is your willingness to learn, your consistency in practice, and your courage to apply what you learn to real problems. India needs more economists who can bridge the gap between economic theory and real world problem solving. We need researchers who can analyze the impact of government policies on rural communities. We need analysts who can help Indian startups make data driven decisions. We need economists who can contribute to global discussions about development, sustainability, and inequality. You could be that economist. You have everything you need to start that journey today. So here's what I want you to do right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Step 1: the 5-minute decision. Take out your phone or open your laptop right now. While you're listening to this, go to www.rstudio.com and download RStudio Desktop. It's free. It takes 5 minutes to install, and it's your first step into the world of professional economics research. Don't think about it, just do it. Then, step 2: the 15-minute commitment. Open YouTube and search for R for Economic Beginners. Watch one video, just one. Don't worry about understanding everything. Just watch and get familiar with what R looks like. This 15-minute investment will plant a seed in your mind. And then, step 3: the 30-day challenge. I'm giving you a challenge that will change your career trajectory. For the next 30 days, spend just 30 minutes every day learning one of the tools we discussed today. Not 3 hours, not 1 hour, just 30 minutes. Set a timer, and when it goes off, you are done for the day. And here's your 30-day roadmap. Day 1 to 10: learn basic R programming. Day 11 to 20: practice data analysis with Indian economic data. And days 21 to 30: create your first economic visualization. And step 4: the accountability system. Share your commitment publicly. Post on LinkedIn that I'm starting my 30-day journey to learn economics research tools. Day 1 starts today. Tag me @Kapil Gupta. I promise to cheer you on, and more importantly, you'll inspire others to start their own journeys. Then, step 5: the portfolio project. By the end of 30 days, create one simple project. Analyze any economics topic that interests you. Maybe unemployment rates in your state, or the relationship between education spending and literacy rates. Document your work on GitHub. This will be the foundation of your research portfolio. But here's the real call to action, friends. Stop waiting for permission to become the economist you want to be. You don't need your professor's approval to start learning R. You don't need a job offer to begin building your portfolio. You don't need to wait until you have enough time. You'll never have enough time. You have to make time. The economics research community is waiting for your unique perspective, your fresh ideas, your innovative approaches to old problems. But they can't discover you if you don't start creating work that showcases your abilities. Your economics research journey starts in 3, 2, 1, boom. I want you to pause this podcast right now. Yes, right now. Go download our studio, install it, open it, look at the interface for 30 seconds, and then come back and finish listening. Did you do it? If yes, congratulations. You have just taken your first step into professional economics research. If no, I understand the hesitation. But remember, every day you delay is another day you're not building the skills that could transform your career. And the community pledge. I'm not just asking you to learn these tools, I'm inviting you to join a community. Use the hashtag Economics Toolkit on social media to share your progress, ask questions, connect with others aspiring economists. Let's build a support network of young Indian economists who are serious about upgrading their skills. And let me tell you, 5 years from now, you'll be living one of two lives. The life where you took action on what you learned today, or the life where you didn't. The economist who learned these tools will have opportunities, choices, and the ability to work on problems that matter. And the economist who didn't will still be wondering, what if? Which economist do you want to be? Remember, your growth doesn't just benefit you. When you become a skilled economics researcher, you contribute to better policy decisions, more informed business strategies, and ultimately a more prosperous society. Your individual action creates ripples that can impact millions of lives. And friends, I started this podcast to democratize career guidance, to ensure that talent and hard work matter more than privilege and connections. Today's episode is my gift to every young economist who dreams of making a difference but doesn't know where to start. You know where to start now. You have the roadmap. You have the tools. You have the community support. The only question remaining is, what are you going to do with this information? Your economics research journey begins now, not when you are graduate, not when you get a job, not when you have more time. Now, go build something amazing. The world needs what you have to offer. Until next time, this is Kapil Gupta signing off. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep changing the world one data set at a time.